Welcome, everyone. Today, we are exploring the cutting-edge landscape of modern digital advertising, looking ahead to a fascinating paradigm shift, the concept of the Internet of Senses by 2030. According to research presented by Ericsson, we are moving far beyond a purely visual or auditory web. Imagine a future iteration of the internet where consumers can not only see a product, but actually touch, taste, hear, smell, and engage their minds deeply with whatever content is presented on screen. This sensory revolution highlights major consumer trends, ranging from the brain acting as the primary user interface to digital aromas and total touch haptic screens. For us as marketers, this means our future campaigns won't just be about catchy copy or video. They will involve crafting complete multi-sensory brand experiences that blur the line between physical reality and digital simulation. Building on how consumers interact with technology, let's pivot to something happening right now, the next generation of search. We are seeing a major transition where voice search is projected to soon overtake traditional text-based queries, driven by consumers who highly value the convenience of simply speaking their intent. Concurrently, there is a rise in vertical search, which zeroes in on a specific industry or segment of online content rather than a broad web-wide crawl. Take dedicated platforms in the real estate market, for instance, like Zillow. Consumers increasingly prefer these specialized platforms because they provide highly tailored, context-specific information that a general search engine might dilute. As marketers, our strategies must adapt to both the conversational tone of voice search and the hyper-focused intent of vertical industry networks. To effectively handle this multi-sensory and fragmented search ecosystem, automation is no longer optional. It must get smarter. Currently, many standard digital marketing activities can already be fully or partially automated. Everything from data collection, segmentation, and customer service to triggered messaging and predictive analytics recommendations. However, the future lies in how artificial intelligence will continue to enhance decision-making within these automation platforms. The ultimate goal here is hyper-personalization. By leveraging real-time consumer profiles and behavioral data, AI enables us to dynamically deliver incredibly unique experiences to each individual consumer at scale, transforming generic automated workflows into deeply relevant, high-value touchpoints. Of course, you cannot talk about smarter automation without discussing the massive impact of generative AI. Platforms like ChatGPT, Bing Chat, Google Bard, and Grok AI are radically changing our daily operations. Gen AI is completely disrupting how we generate email campaigns, craft ad copy, create multimedia content, and conduct competitive analysis. Beyond content creation, search engines are evolving into AI-powered models, and autonomous agents are emerging to handle complex workflows and meetings. The takeaway for digital marketers is clear. These services possess immense disruptive potential. We must actively experiment with these tools in safe, appropriate ways to maintain our competitive edge without sacrificing brand authenticity or consumer trust. Deploying all these advanced AI models and automation platforms requires massive infrastructural support, which brings us to cloud services and digital marketing as a service, or DMaaS. Most of us are already familiar with the cloud for accessing software, servers, and databases over the internet via software as a service models. This same logic is transforming how marketing teams scale. The industry is shifting toward a model where organizations can flexibly contract cloud-based digital marketing services, such as dedicated social media management, graphic design, and content creation on demand. Instead of building rigid in-house infrastructures, modern brands leverage the cloud to scale their marketing capabilities up or down dynamically, staying exceptionally agile. As our marketing tools move to the cloud, the physical objects around us are also coming online, leading us to the evolution of the Internet of Things and the Internet of Everything. As smart consumer experiences become prevalent, digital marketers face a fascinating shift. Our target audience might no longer be a human being, but the smart item itself. When smart appliances and connected devices understand a consumer's daily habits perfectly, marketing efforts will pivot to convincing the device to make a purchase or recommendation. Taking this a step further into an environment where literally everything is connected, the boundary between consumer and product dissolves completely, requiring a radical reimagining of how brand messages are targeted and delivered. While tracking connected devices presents new horizons, our traditional methods of tracking human behavior are simultaneously facing a major overhaul in a cookieless world. Tech giants like Google and Apple have structurally altered consumer tracking by moving away from third-party cookies as a primary method to understand consumers. This shift means that the old playbooks for retargeting and behavioral tracking are rapidly becoming obsolete. As digital marketers, we must embrace entirely new techniques and privacy-first frameworks. The priority now is figuring out how to collect more first-party data straight from consumers. The brands that succeed will be those that offer genuine value in exchange for consumer data, building trust rather than relying on silent background tracking. This emphasis on seamless, trust-based user experiences brings us to a compelling real-world integration known as phygital, the literal intersection between physical and digital worlds. A prime example of this trend is Amazon Go. Amazon Go is a brick-and-mortar store driven entirely by a digital operation to create a completely seamless environment, different from traditional retail. Shoppers can walk into a physical store, pick up items from the shelves, and simply walk out without ever having to wait in checkout lines or stop at a payment register. For marketers, the phygital space is an incredible frontier because it allows us to merge online data precision with the tactile, immediate gratification of real-world shopping experiences. If smart retail shows how commercial spaces are evolving, the consumer's immediate surroundings are adapting through smarter environments. As smart home services and extended reality technologies like VR, AR, and XR vastly increase, consumers can enjoy remarkably lifelike visits to alternative locations from the comfort of their home. To show you just how unique this can get, look at the Taste the TV prototype developed by a Japanese professor. This television uses 10 connected canisters to provide a variety of taste options, including salty, sour, sweet, bitter, spicy, and savory, allowing viewers to literally taste content on the screen. It proves that the environments our consumers inhabit are becoming fully interactive, open-ended canvases for experiential marketing. Next, let's zoom out to the macro level to see how all these trends coalesce on a global scale within smart cities. Thinking about global digital marketing requires looking at urban areas where technology is deeply integrated. According to the IMD Smart City Index, cities like Zurich lead the pack by scoring exceptionally high across various factors, such as health and safety, governance, and schools. Because connectedness increases exponentially among consumers within smart cities, digital marketers will need to consider completely new ways of connecting with these users. We must think of context-aware, highly integrated approaches to ensure our marketing adds genuine value to their interconnected, smart urban lifestyles. Now, let's explore a major technological foundation in reshaping security and asset ownership: blockchain. By definition, a blockchain is a decentralized digital ledger that records transactions and tracks them across a network without requiring third-party verification. In digital marketing, this technology is being closely evaluated for confirming that digital ads are accurately placed, which dramatically reduces ad spend waste and digital fraud. It also offers avenues for automating secure payments and gathering pristine, unmanipulated data analytics. However, blockchain is not without its hurdles. Marketers must weigh significant downsides, including exceptionally high implementation costs, substantial energy consumption, and the inherent structural difficulty in fixing data entry mistakes once they are committed to the ledger. Balancing these pros and cons will dictate how deeply decentralized tech integrates into our tech stacks. Directly linked to this blockchain foundation is the rise of non-fungible tokens, or NFTs. NFTs act as unique digital identifiers or assets that cannot be duplicated or divided, with their verified ownership permanently recorded right on the blockchain. While early adoption centered heavily on digital art, virtually any unique product can be tokenized and sold as an NFT. For digital marketers, the real value lies in consumer engagement. As popularity surges around digital ownership, the market is turning into a highly competitive space. Offering branded NFTs gives companies a distinct avenue to stand out, reward customer loyalty, create exclusive digital clubs, and tap into the growing cultural demand for verifiable digital collectibility. This shift toward exclusive digital assets perfectly mirrors a broader consumer migration away from open social networks toward digital campfires. Today's consumers are increasingly engaging in smaller, private digital communities to interact with like-minded peers. These intimate environments offer immense benefits, providing individuals with more personal interactions, the freedom to discuss hyper-specific interests that matter to them, and the comfort of experiencing far less judgment than on public platforms. For digital marketers, the old playbook of broadcasting a single message to millions is losing its effectiveness. Success now requires partnering with existing private communities to provide genuine value, or building our own brand-sponsored campfire communities where authentic relationships can safely grow.